Mm-hmm. Hey guys, let me know if you can hear me at all. Um, people are chatting in the other link. I'll let them know you're here. Oh gosh, that other link should have died. Shoot. Control V. Link. Enter. Button. Update. Control. Ups. Update. Hey guys, Hi, everybody. Come on in. Let me know if you can hear me at all. We've had a technology day here that's unbelievable. So let me know if you can hear me, first of all. In and of itself will be a miracle. And then I need to go to archives. You can hear me. You can. Okay, good. Good. All right. Crazy. Go ahead and get settled in, and then I will be with you shortly. I'm trying to solve a mess of things here all at once. Storage. Clementine. Okay, that worked. Okay, so that worked. Then we just need this page to cooperate, and we'll get everybody tuned in. That works. All right, so that works. All right. This is the right place. Now, I'm probably super choppy and weird. And I'll tell you what we're going to do to survive, and then we're going to move on. You came up on my cell phone, and I am able to hear you on my cell phone, but I'm not able to link up to your Jolly. So Jolly Roger should be fine. Yeah, new background. This is me sitting in my living room. That's going to be a real problem here shortly. Hey, John. Hi, Lynn. Danny says I'm sounding okay. Brad, you can hear me good. Lynn. Fran, you're coming through clearly. Hey, Mel. Lindy, Joyce. Loud and clear. No, that's not necessarily good. Let's see. You two, Link is working. Okay, Susan from Texas, all the way in Texas, you can hear me. Uh, hey, Alan. Let's see. Yeah, Mike, we ended up able to recover. So I'm going to tell you, we're going to have massive technology issues. Hey, Renee, that will get fixed out. Hi, Julie. Hi, Kathy. Kathy, let's see, Joyce. It's fine right now. Hey, Critter. Let's see. Sound good. Barbara's here. Patty's here. Sorry, it was a bit of a nightmare here. Hey, Caitlin. Vicky. Okay. Hey, Bruce. So we're going to wait just a few minutes. I am probably in a square box because I am broadcasting from a computer from 2010. And I am set up in an emergency situation in my living room. Apparently, what has happened is um, the universe has figured out that we're doing something awesome with ukulele here, and they need it stopped. And so, what's happening is my computers are failing, my Wi-Fi is failing, my little thingamajig that does my sheet music is failing. All of my electronics are just like, nope, we're not doing it. And so but you know what? I'm not letting it win. So we are going to do, we're going to do it this way today. A couple of things of what I think is happening. The Wi-Fi here has just crapped out, and I don't know if that is. I'm pretty sure it's this box right here. I'm sitting right next to the box, and I'm getting no megabits. And I talked to Xfinity, Comcast, whatever, for 2 hours last night, and they can't find anything wrong with it. So they want to send a guy out, but it will be a while, right? So what I'm going to try to do tomorrow is see if I can't just exchange this box. In the meantime, I have taken my computer and hooked it up to the Ethernet cable, which gives me just enough, gives me a little bit more oomph. And so, with any luck, we'll hold it together today. It's still a long way from correct. By hooking up directly to the internet cable, I should be able to get a whole bunch of megabits, and I'm getting about 50. So that's not really we're hoping for the best. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to see if I can't figure out whether I can just replace this Xfinity box or we got to wait for the guy to come out. The guy is not going to come out, and they don't know what they're going to do once they get here. So just know. I am doing everything I can to stay connected. And I think a lot of us are having similar challenges. You guys should not be having the same challenges on your end if it's strictly a Wi-Fi issue. But it sounds like many of you, especially yesterday during the guitar class, nobody could hang on to the stream whatsoever. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on that's just weird. I did test the stream over at my studio today, and I got decent Wi-Fi, so I may end up broadcasting from there tomorrow. On this, we're not going to let it win. And, please know I've been all day today. So let's play some ukulele. That's probably the best choice. If things continue to be a nightmare, I'll let you know what's going on. Well, I'm going to send out an email tonight or tomorrow morning anyway, and then I think we'll probably, if I can get things working a little cleaner again, we'll probably go back through and just double check that the lessons and the ideas from the previous lessons have sunk in. And I know some of you guys got kicked out yesterday and then weren't able to do it. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. And what we're going to do, the sound is scratchy too, okay? So here's the things that I'm going to go through the songs as quickly as possible. We won't talk about a ton of stuff. The video camera that I'm using on this old 2010 Mac is iffy at best. But I ran out of USB ports to hook into the better camera because I had to use one of the USB ports for the Ethernet cable. And you guys know, all of you guys are dealing with something that's not brutal. Getting buffering with scratchy sound. Yeah, I don't think this stream is gonna hold on today, guys. That's my belief. So. Let's talk about the chords in Daisy Bell very quickly. You've got an F chord, index finger, middle finger, okay, index there, middle finger there. Um, Second chord on there is your famous B flat. Now remember with B flat, what I want you to do is a bar chord, middle finger, ring finger. Okay, that's what I want you to do. And that way, when we have other bar chords later on, it can slide all the way up and it's just going to be delightful everywhere you go. In addition to that bar chord, you'll be able to make this bar chord and play that one all the way up the fretboard. And in addition to that one, you'll be able to make this bar chord starting there and sliding up. Okay, so that's what we're hoping. Sorry for your problems. Thanks for all right. It's technology problems, right? God willing, that's the kind of problems you have in life. All right. So there's your bar chords with B flat. This is the one we want. Bar, in middle, and ring. However, almost all ukulele players just simply do this. Okay, half bar, middle, and ring. Okay, and that's perfectly acceptable. You'll see me doing that today when I get ready to make my B flats. And what are you going to do, right? So just to use one of those systems. In the beginning, your B flat, it's going to sound terrible because you don't have your strength in your hand yet. So just let it be terrible. That's okay. One day it comes in. Okay, that's what we're going to be working on. By the way, my wife and my niece are about to walk through the back of this, and it's going to be entertaining. We're broadcasting from the living room, ladies. Sorry. So here's your F chord. There's your B flat. Next chord that you're going to be facing is a C7. Hopefully that one's okay. Okay, right there. First string, first fret. There they go. There's. I want to see them get on the video camera. They haven't got there yet. Measure 12. You have a D minor. Index finger here. Middle finger here. Ring finger there. Okay. There's Donna. That's Megan in the back. Probably that'll be the end of Donna will high cook. There's D minor. She's probably giving me the stink eye. Probably not. She's a wonderful person. Then G7, index finger here, middle finger here, ring finger there. Okay, that's what we're looking for. I believe that's all the chords in there. Let's sing. Let's remember, this is the actual original, from the original sheet music on this thing. So it goes quite a bit slower in the beginning than we're used to thinking about this song. So just be nice and patient. You got 3 full beats for day, 3 full beats for Z, 3 full beats for day, and 3 full beats for Z again. Daisy, Daisy. So it goes real slow to get started off, and that's fine. Guys, 3 beats, 1, 2, 3, right? And if you are working on your right hand patterns, 1, 2, 3, or you could do thumb, index, middle. Okay, any of those are pretty good choices on this song. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer. Do, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm crazy, all for the love of you. 2, 3, 1, 2. It won't be a stylish marriage. 3, 1, 2. I can't afford a carriage. 3, 1, 2. But your luck sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for 2, 2, 3. And as always, don't let up on your chord. Let it ring out. Okay. Okay. Love you, man, but today you actually do sound like Hal 9000 with half of his memory chips removed. I know. Am I sounding low? I don't know, guys. We're going to just barely get through this, and then we'll go back through and repost it. How about that? Hi, Sandy. All right. That's the chords. Work on those. B flat's going to sound terrible when you first start. Let it sound terrible. That's absolutely what you should do when you first start, is have terrible B flat chords, and then they'll get better. Okay. Next thing is the melody line. Got ones, index finger, ones, twos, threes. There's nothing else in this song. Okay, everything's on there. That's how I arrange stuff, right? We want it to all be here. You ready? Grab your ring finger to get started, and remember, count out loud in the beginning. Count in your head if you're pretty good at counting, and know that counting is going on if you don't know what counting is. Okay, reading from the guitar or the ukulele melody line. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, oh, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, oh, 2, 3, 2, oh, 1, 2, 1, oh, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, oh, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, oh, 1, 3, oh, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, oh, 1, oh, 3, 3, oh, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, oh, 1, 2, 1, 2, oh, rest, 1, 2, oh, 1, oh, 3, oh, 1, oh, 3, oh, 1, 3, oh, 1, 3, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so what we're probably, if you had any trouble with that, that's pretty straightforward ring, middle, and index playing. If you probably ran into any problems, it was at measure 28 when you were going along at this nice steady pace, and then those last two notes are eighth notes, and they go real fast, right? And so you got to know whatever speed you're playing at, you want it to be able to do those eighth notes at the end of 28. If you can do those, then the speed you're playing at is good. If that was a problem, do one of two things: either you're just playing the whole song too fast, or two, that part snuck up on you. Okay, so either of those things can happen, and it's something that you want to make sure that you're feeling pretty comfy about. All right, now let's do the tough uke. Okay, and again, I'm going real fast today, guys. We're not going to have much of a lesson because I got to go figure out all this technology again for the 17th time tonight. And so we're going to get the basics in, give you a chance to play together. And then tomorrow, hopefully, I'll have more better internet solutions. Okay, all right. Let's do the tough acts. Those of you guys who've been around a while know the hard moment here is the very first moment, F chord, index, middle, and then probably your pinky. It's also 100% okay to use your ring finger there. Either of those is going to be absolutely adequate for you. And then really the tough acts mirrors a whole lot about what's going on in the melody itself. The chords themselves are not terribly brutal anywhere through here. And so really that's the one thing that you want to work on. Notice at measure 32, the very last measure, you're going to do a bar on 5 and a pinky on 8. Okay, so you get that nice little F chord there, and it's going to sound beautiful. Hey, Arlo. All right, here we go. From the top, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay, running a ring. I just got a text. I'm wondering if I am disconnected from you all. So let me double check that text real fast. Sometimes people say, "Hey, oh, okay." Somebody's offering me help with tech issues. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So if one of you could just hit yes, you're still on over in the chat box here. There's a chat box over here today. If one of you will let me know I'm still broadcasting, that would be helpful. Daisy Bell. No, you're good. Okay, I'm still on. Yay. Hi, Annie. Several reasons to play Daisy Bell. Number one, it was a huge hit in 1892, and as you know, 1892 is the year that I come from, and I'm still singing it as I'm walking down the streets today, so you should know it. Number two, you probably at some point over the last week downloaded a song. Well, at some point in the past, somebody had a computer sing a song for the first time. And guess what song it was? It was Daisy Bell. It was on an old IBM computer. You can still search Google and find the original song that the computer sang. And since I know my YouTube Odyssey, and you will remember at the end, Hal kicks the guy out of the spaceship and then won't let him back in. So then he has to open the pod bay doors, Hal. He has to fight his way back in, goes to the main computer room. In fact, that's Danny's joke up above. And I sound like Hal 9000 as they're unplugging him. The main space guy goes in and he's unplugging the main computer. And right before the computer dies, he sings Daisy Bell. And if you are watching the movie, you're like, that is weird. Why are they having them do that? This is why, because that's supposedly the computer regressing back to his childhood and into the day he was born, and then he dies. And so that's why he sings Daisy Bell at the end of his life. And that's why you should know it on ukulele, because it's awesome. And it's a level of nerddom that Gary lives at and one you should aspire toward. All right, so there's Daisy Bell. I think it's absolutely a tremendous arrangement for ukulele. I also think that if you notice how difficult the B flat chord is when you're singing and strumming it, but when you switch it over to a tough uke arrangement, you can kind of get around all of that frustrating B flat problem, and it just magically goes away. You can absolutely just pick your way through those individual notes rather than creating a whole chord and fighting all that. And so there's yet another reason to play instrumentally. If you haven't already figured out, this is the awesome way to play this thing. I would say give yourself the opportunity to really dig into Daisy Bell, get the timing right, listen to the MP3. I do think that I'm overselling the song just a little bit, but I do love it, and I do think that it gives you a sense that, hey, if you're fighting B flat chord, you've got options. You don't have to play the whole B flat if you are playing it from a chord and melody perspective. All right, let's see. Got a few people logging in. I'm seeing people saying I'm okay. Still on, Lindy. I'm still here. Greg, good and all good except for the sound is scratchy in and out. And how fitting, right? Yeah, pretend I'm on one of those old record players. That's what should probably be going on. Just so you know, since most of you are here that are going to be here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and re-record all of these songs as just individual uploads, and then I'll just upload them so that you can look at them. Hopefully your internet's doing better than mine. I mean, we've been on this thing since last night trying to figure out what the heck's going on, and I don't think we have good answers, but tomorrow I may be broadcasting from the studio, which is not necessarily better, but it's been a little more reliable than here at the house. All right, let's go on to, by the way, you can see my wife collects art, and she's got some pretty legit art back there. It's really beautiful, and so that's what's going on back there. Clementine is there's 8 verses, right? So you only got to learn it once, and then you've got the whole song done, and you can spend the rest of the week trying to play this song. Please. I'm just mad this doesn't work. We pay money for this thing. It should work. All right. Clementine, it turns out, is a classic bad narrator song. There's a handful out there of narrators who are deceiving themselves. 5'2" from a couple weeks ago. That narrator has no idea that his 5'2" girlfriend is long gone. There's a song out there, Delilah, where he's talking about how awesome it's going to be to get together with Delilah after she's been to New York City and he's made a mint on his guitar. None of that's going to happen for the poor guy. Yeah, Clementine is another one of these where the guy is just absolutely a piece of work. He lets poor Clementine, she's wearing boxes on her feet for shoes. He lets her drown. This tall, 7 years old. She says, there are more voices to Clementine. You need to have them all on the sheet music. So I went and looked him up, and sure enough, not only does he let her die, but then he ends up dreaming about her rising up covered in seaweed and brine and all this stuff, and then he kisses her in his dreams, and then Clementine around. I think there's a couple other versions out there. You should write your own because this one's bad. Let's see. That's Donna's art. Everything is Donna's art. This is my art right here. All right, let's go to Clementine. Let's talk about the chords. G chord. Index finger up here, middle finger down here, ring finger out there. Again, teachers, don't let your students do it the way that they're going to. A bunch of them want to do it backwards. Make sure that this index finger's on top. Make sure the middle finger's under at the bottom, and ring finger's out there. There are a couple other ways to do a G chord. They're all wrong. Okay, there's a G chord, and then you have a D7 chord. Okay, here and here. If you never thought about it, the D7 is just a G chord moved up, right? You got your G chord here, D7 chord, G, D7, G. Okay, and the important thing, I think James Hill has a thing out there where he's having students do this chord, which is a G minor 7th, I think, and then this is a D7th, and so it sounds pretty cool to me. It sounds a little jazzy. But what we're working on this word is G chord, D7, okay? And if I remember right, yeah, that's it. That's a 2-chord song, so we like those, okay? Let's sing through it once. Again, I always apologize for my singing because I know that I should be teaching instrumental ukulele. Okay? There's your first note. In a cavern, next to bed. For a mine, broke the miner, 49er, and his daughter, Clementine. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling, Clementine. You are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry, Clementine. And you go back and sing it 8 more times, and it's not worth 8 times, but it is worth 2 times through. Okay, so those are your 2 chords. Most of you guys, those are absolutely no problem. Okay, most of you. Okay, if you're brand new, G chord is a huge problem. Okay, but we want to get it to not be. Can you do a 4-finger pluck? Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. That's what we want to work on. The other one is the arpeggio patterns, and lots of choices when you're doing arpeggios. But in this case, try doing thumb, index, middle, index. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. It's actually in 3, so let's not do that. Let's do thumb, index, middle, thumb, index, middle. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. You are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. And so that would be a 3 pattern. If you're wanting to make it sound way better, then do a 6 pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. You are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. And then I'm continuously dropping in a 4 pattern. I'm not meaning to. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. You are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Okay. So again, stuff to work on. You see, I didn't plan on doing it that fast, and I'm finding out, man, I'm going to have to slow it down in order to keep my 1 2 3 1 2 3 going, and play a little more sophisticated level than just using your chords and strumming, right? When a lot of times when you go to a strum along, they're talking, what's the strum pattern is? Oh my darling, oh my darling, you know, and they come up with some weird strum pattern, and that's fun and it's fine, but be this guy and you will be you'll impress your neighbors at the strum along. All right, let's play the melody. As far as I remember, everything's a 0, a 2. Oh no, there's some 5s in there. Okay, so we got some. Let me double check. Anything else going to be a problem? All right, so we got some 5s. Okay, sometimes we will slide up to 5th position to do 5s, but since there's only some 5s and nothing above that, I'm going to be sliding my pinky up there to get those 5s. Okay, all right, let's give it a try. From the top, ring fingers are 3s, middle fingers are 2s. If there's any 1s, which I don't think there are, we're going to use this one. Okay, also interesting, something to think about. And something, maybe you don't do it right now, but you do it down the road, is since there are no 1s, shoot, play it in 2nd position, and then all of a sudden your pinky is magically on 5, and then your 3s become your middle finger. Okay, so 2s, 3s, and then your 5, and boy, then you don't even have to do any motion whatsoever, which is, you just play it in 2nd position. Okay, all right, you pick first position or 2nd position, whatever makes you happy. 1 2 3 3 3 2 2 2 2 3 3 2 5 5 3 2 0 0 2 3 3 2 0 2 3 3 2 0 2 2 0 3 3 3 3 2 2 2 2 3 2 3 2 5 5 3 2 0 0 2 3 3 2 0 2 3 3 2 0 2 2 0 3, and then go back and do it more times. Okay, not a super difficult, but it's a really memorable melody, and that's what's kind of fun about it. All right, so now those of you guys that are just getting started on Tough Uke, this is a great song to start really dialing that in and making sure that all of that's making sense. What you'll notice is that the chord is just sitting right underneath the melody. I go through what I do when I'm arranging. It's not rocket science. I type in the melody. I make sure that the melody plays well on the instrument. Then I go through and I put in all my chords and make sure that those make sense. And then all I do is drag the melody down, and then I start typing in numbers underneath the melody line until it makes sense. Sometimes I put in more chords than other times. Sometimes I see, oh gosh, I'm going to have a terrible time getting to that chord or something. I may leave the chord off entirely and just go with melody, and then use those. So, there's a G chord sitting here on 7. Okay, and there's another G chord sitting up here on 10. That one's really hard to get to on a soprano ukulele, but they're sitting around on here, and there's other things you can do to find them further up the neck. But on a song like this, where you might start thinking about how does Gary arrange stuff? Because when you go back to your ukulele groups in your own town, or start a ukulele group in your own town, this process of 1, learning how to strum your chords, 2, learning how to play melody, 3, learning how to play chords and melody together, and then 4, start thinking about really getting your right hand in great shape. And then the next step is once you get those 2 things together, then you start thinking about, I'm sick of listening to Gary. I'm going to go do my own song, and you'll go get whatever song you like. Type in the melody, type in the chords, and then start thinking about how your chords and melody work together. That's when you're doing your own arrangements, which is what we want to get every musician to be able to do. And then obviously after that, then you're like, I'm sick of playing other people's music. They don't write about whatever, and you would write your own music. Okay, and hopefully every week I've been kind of poking at you to write a song in the key of whatever the main key is for the week. And so give it a try. Seriously, it's actually a lot of fun. Okay, Tough Uke. Ready? G chord, get it on. 2, 3, 3, strum, 2, strum, 2, strum, 3, strum, 2, add your pinky, slide it back. Let's do it again. When you are playing it instrumentally and you want to play just the melody line, then go find a friend to play the chords. They can be chunk 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 chunk, right? And then you end up having a bunch of fun. The Tough Ukulele, of course, is meant for you as a soloist to create this amazing presentation for everybody, because everybody knows people want to spend some time singing Clementine. All right. All right, last thing, we're still holding on to this stream as far as I can tell. So let's do Happy Trails real quick, and then you guys can be on your way, and I can go try my 27th computer and my 14th different internet connection. Okay, Happy Trails. Obviously, complexity goes quite a bit up on. I'm going to use English now. The complexity on this song goes up quite a bit over Clementine and Daisy Bell, and so those of you guys who are newer, you're going to struggle a little bit. Those of you guys who've been around a while, you're like, okay, this is the kind of thing I want to. This is not near the level that we were dealing with the jazz pieces, but it's still higher level than introductory stuff. And so we're going to go through there and talk about what makes sense about this, what doesn't make sense. And notice I gave you 3 levels of this. So I gave you, tonight was to have been celebration night for the orchestra. Oh, it was. Oh, God, Laura, brutal. I once read that Dale Evans wrote Happy Trails in about 10 minutes after they told her I needed a closing song for the show. When you start writing songs, here's what you find out. Some songs you will work on for a month and they will still be terrible. And sometimes you will walk out of the shower, write them down, and they'll be brilliant, right? And sometimes the opposite of that. So, songwriting is one of those things where sometimes when you're under pressure, you can knock them out pretty good. There's a activity, and if we're still getting together by July, early July, hopefully things will have changed by then. But if we are, there's a songwriting contest out there called 50-90, where they write 50 songs in 90 days, and I've done it a few. It is horse malarkey, and when you write 50 songs in 90 days, 47 of them are going to be unbelievably horrible, but 3 of them are going to be brilliant, and so that's what the 3 you work through. So as we get closer to that, I'll start talking to you about that. You might take a jaunt through Google, right? 59 still there, and they're like, oh, Gary, and so it's kind of a small fraternity of people, of songwriters, and one more thing to use your ukulele for, one more thing to use all this brain power you're getting. All right, so we took this song and divided it into 3 parts. Obviously, chords and melody, or chords and lyrics. I always do that on any song that has lyrics, obviously. So that if you are a singer and that's how you want to play, just use the sheet music that way. It's vetted pretty well. That's one of those things I want it to be good if you're a singer. Second thing, then, if you're not a singer, which you guys know that I'm not, I want you to be able to play the melody line so that when you get together with friends, they play the ukulele chords and you play the melody and everybody's happy. Third way, Tough Uke, of course, we combine those 2, chords and melody, we squish them together. And then I put on, since we started doing these YouTube broadcasts, I decided to have Painful Uke, which will always include as many notes as I can possibly fit in addition to. Kat, appreciate you being here. All right, so let's run through it real quick. Grab your G chord. Oh, by the way, at measure 3, you got that G diminished. Diminished chords are going to come up in all this old-fashioned music, and they're awesome. Index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger. Okay. It's a cool sound. Ukulele is awesome for diminished chords, and we talked about this a couple weeks back, but it's always fun to remember. Okay, so if you're sneaking up on the bad, if the bad guy is sneaking up on the good guy. There's that. It's also good for tying the damsel in distress to the railroad tracks. And then you're hoping that the guy with the white hat comes over the hill right then to save everybody. So that's diminished chords. They're awesome on ukulele. Measure 4, we've got the D7. We had that in a previous song. You got a G7 in there. It's interesting. She's got a G chord here and then a G7 in the same song. Not entirely, not typical, especially when G is the main chord. It's very typical when G is the dominant chord, what they call it, and when it's the supporting role, playing the supporting role. But in this case, it's the main chord, and she went ahead and tossed it in there for fun. Measure 10, you got a C. Okay, hopefully that's your homeland. This is where you live. We also have an E7 at measure 11. Okay, index, middle, and ring. Okay. Measure 12, she put in an A9, which is an A7, but you can add either your ring or your middle finger onto the 2 of the first fret. Dale Evans getting a little jazz on us, and that's all the chords. Okay, let's take just a minute to sing through it, and again, I apologize. Here we go. Happy trails to you until we meet again. 2, 3. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the stalls when we're together? Just sing a song and bring some sunny weather. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Okay, there we go. I blew the A9 on every single pass through. Okay, so don't play it like I play it. Play it like it's supposed to be played. And it's a cute song, right? Those of you who are my age or older may have run into that to their show, the Dale Evans. Roy, tell me who it was. Dale Evans and her boyfriend. I don't know. It was a popular song. It was a little before my time, but there were reruns on when I was a kid. Roy Rogers, thank you. Jeez, my brain. And so it was just their theme song from the show. Got pretty popular. Let's play the melody. Okay, from the top. 1, 2, 3. It's cute, right? It's a cute little melody. Oh, Christine, that's how you end up in your Bozeman ukulele group. That's an awesome idea. Okay, awesome. All right. Finally, we'll do tough uke, and then we'll talk about painful uke. Okay, very quickly. G chord, pinky up on top. From the top. 1, 2, 3. Let's play it one more time. Second inning. Okay. First time I went through, thumb down. Okay, that was the tough uke line. And you can also play that picking. And then the second time through, I went through and did dive down to the painful uke, and then I grabbed my claw to get that to roll through that successfully. So, all right. So those are your songs for the day. Again, I apologize for all of the technology challenges we've had the last couple of days. I'm going to try to figure out what we can do to make this not terrible, and then we'll forge on ahead. By the time we get to Friday, we're going to be ready for our 16-song concert. I do have a couple of links that I need to post up there tonight or in the morning. So don't those of you who are A-types, just know I'm still getting those sheet music posted up there. I will get it up there as quickly as possible. And until then, you got plenty of music from +1, right? So if this is super crazy hard, don't be playing at that level. Knock yourself down to wherever level you are, plus a little bit, right? So push it just a little bit, and let's see if we can keep this thing rolling. We got another couple weeks at least, so why not walk out of quarantine an awesome ukulele player? So thank you all guys for being here. I can't do that A7, A9 chord. You can, Leslie, you'll get it. I'll say, let's see, Jerry, I have a mainframe to help you. Yeah, seriously, I need a mainframe these days. Thanks so much, Jerry. Yeah, you have a great day, Gail. Bruce, good to see you. Is there another option for the A7, A17, A9 chord? Oh, I see the question. Let me mention that real quick. So this 1 and 7, yeah, it's the option is here's your option. Just don't play the 1. Then it turns into a fancy C chord. But yeah, just drop the 1 and then play 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 7, and that's your option. Yeah, that works just fine. It's not quite as fancy, but you look cool getting the 1 and 7. But if you can't do that, just play 0, 0, 0, 7. It'll be fine. All right, Greg, have a great day. Thanks for being here, Chris. See you, Barb. Thanks, Kathy, Jackie, Lynn. Fran, good workshop. Won't see you tomorrow. Iffy workshop. Have a great day, you guys. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go fix text issues. Thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow. I'm gonna end the stream.